What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with a special deep dive, which is to say, great friend and champion in the channel, and hero to many in the comments for his witty, erudite, and insightful commentary on a number of artists and their catalogs. Mark has made available This Mortal Coil and their album It'll End in Tears. Both through what Mark had mentioned to me and a little bit that I saw on Discogs, this is apparently John Fryer and what is it, Evo, it's like Watts Russell. I'm forgetting the exact combo surname, but apparently they work with a number of vocalists, Lisa Gerrard from Dead Can Dance and also Elizabeth Fraser from Cocteau Twins. And indeed, on this album, It'll End in Tears, apparently Robin Guthrie is involved in a number of the tracks, and then Elizabeth Fraser sings on 2 of them. We're going to start with those. The first of which is called Song to a Siren, which feels like a very appropriate tune for her to sing, given that many of her Cocteau Twins vocals are hypnotic and siren song-esque in their compelling but slightly mysterious quality. And, you know, this deep dive, as much as any, has been a testament to the fact that no amount of consideration or title analysis can possibly give me a foothold to experience a Cocteau Twins track. And I am very understanding of that point, but, you know, it remains part of my experience to think about titles. And, you know, I was talking to Mark about it, and he mentioned, you know, sometimes it might be more about sounds of the word that is chosen and less about what the word might mean, and I do completely appreciate that. Even so, I still was very fascinated as I'm going through Treasure, and we see names like Persephone and, you know, these very like classic female names from literature and mythology. So regardless, I'm aware that, you know, Song to a Siren, there may be no specific narrative here, although again, I suppose we're moving outside the Cocteau Twins material specifically, even if it is the voice of Cocteau Twins. So perhaps there will be more of a coherent concept or theme here. Either way, as I said, I would expect it to maybe have a hypnotic and alluring quality, just given the title. So let's find out. This is This Mortal Coil. I believe the album is 84, is that right? Let me see if it's in the... Yeah, it is 84, so... wait, that's actually... Okay, it is. So yes, I thought it said Kajagoogoo. I was like, wait, is this the wrong folder? But no, the first track is called Kangaroo, which admittedly is a different word, but at a glance, it made me confused. But here we go. This is This Mortal Coil, Song to the Siren. And I apologize, I think I was using the indefinite article A. But from the 1984 album, It'll End in Tears.
On the floating shipless oceans, I did all my best to smile till your singing eyes and fingers drew me laughing to your eyes. And you sang, said to me, let me unfold you. Here I am, waiting to hold you. Did I dream? You dreamed about me. Were you here when I was forced out? Now my foolish boat is leaning, broken off long. sing. Touch me not, come back tomorrow. Oh my heart shines from the sorrow. Well, I'm as puzzled as a newborn child. I'm as riddled as the tide. Should I stand with the breakers, or should I lie with death, my bride? Hear me sing, swim to me, let me unfold you. Here I am, waiting to hold you.
It felt like slightly different than her singing for Cocteau Twins. It felt a bit more soulful, a bit more clear on some of the lines. And it sounds like they are working specifically off the idea of a siren, and even making reference to someone like swimming toward them. So yeah, I feel like that maybe was an overt theme, but as to the specifics, I was sort of lost. Again, it's funny, as song to a siren, the idea of being sort of hypnotically drawn to something. There was a 30-second span in there where I was really just I was riding her voice, and I was so lost in my thought of following her melodically. And it was oh wait, right, there are other things in the tune that you should be paying attention to. But it was pretty stripped down. It was pretty austere. And the focus was very much on her voice. So yeah, a cool and intriguing tune. I'm curious to hear Mark and others talk about. I'm sure he's not the only one who's a friend of the channel familiar with This Mortal Coil, given just on Discogs there I saw that they're sort of referred to as a super group. But yeah, curious to hear what people have to say. I think the next tune with Elizabeth as the vocalist is Another Day, which also features a violin and a viola played by Guinea Ball, as well as cello by Martin McGarrick. Anytime the cello is involved, I'm very interested. So yeah, bottom line, cool track. It's funny, the Discogs description here for the album is avant-garde, ethereal, ambient, and Mark's favorite phrase, dream pop, which I say a bit in jest because we were just talking. I sent him an email of an article about Cocteau Twins, apparently from Discogs. I guess they had people working as music journalists now, but it was about essentially the invention of dream pop, or at least Cocteau Twins are seen by some in the music world as basically being why that phrase is ever used. And people have mentioned there's later phrases, shoegaze, and some others that people sort of put into the same category. And Mark was saying that dream pop is not a label that he's particularly fond of, but he was saying that it was interesting to read some of the comments in the piece. So yeah, apparently this group, at least by some, is considered running in a similar territory. So as I said, I'd be happy to go through the whole album, especially given that description, and given the fact that they're working with people whose work I find very artistic and compelling. So even tunes where they're not involved, I wouldn't mind going through it. So but as I said, we'll go to Another Day next, and then we'll work through it after that. Once again, shout out to Mark. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.